no matter the location. From O-A-K-L-A to L-V, I'm a Raider.
Raider Nation, I want to say happy Thanksgiving, and I want you to go down in the comments section and let me know what you're thankful for. Coming up here on today's show, I'm going to break down NFL Week 12, the games that you need to watch, but more importantly, the teams that you need to be rooting for, because I know this is the Raiders Report, but we're starting to get down to that time of the season where there's a lot of other games that are starting to be very important. And at the very, very end of the show, I'm going to predict, look into my crystal ball, and I'm going to try to predict what the AFC playoff picture is going to look like after this week. So go down in the comments. Let me know what you're thankful for. I'm thankful for my family. I love them to death. I'm thankful for Raider Nation. I'm thankful for everyone here at Chat Sports. You know what? I'm also thankful for pie because I'm going to eat a ton of it on Thanksgiving. All right, let's look at the games here on Thanksgiving. We got some good ones. We got the Houston Texans going to Detroit to play the Lions. So the Lions and Houston, I don't know about you. I know, again, this is the Raiders Report, but I'm going to ask you, who do you got? You think the Lions are going to win, or do you think the Houston Texans are going to win? For me, I have Matt Stafford in a fantasy league, but honestly, I don't think I'm going to start him. I'm going to put my money on Deshaun Watson because he is incredible to me. So for me, I'm going to type HOU. But hey, let me know down in the comments who you got in this game. How about this now? Let's go to this game, which I live in Dallas, Texas. I'm going to be spending my very first Thanksgiving with my new girlfriend, who, I can't believe I'm about to say this, is actually a Cowboys fan. So let me know down there. You got the Washington football team against the Cowboys. So who you got? Type DAL for the Cowboys. Type WAS for the Washington football team. I'm going to go with the Washington football team for the simple fact of I'm going to watch this game, and I am putting money on Washington, and I want to be able to rub it in her face. You know what I'm talking about. Seriously, who you got? Type DAL for the Cowboys or type WAS for the Washington football team. I want to see some Washington football teams down there in the comments section below. Now this game, this one could change. So remember, I am filming this on Tuesday because, believe it or not, I want to have Thanksgiving off. This is going to be the Baltimore Ravens at the Pittsburgh Steelers. There's been some news around some different players having COVID. I don't think they're going to switch the game at all. I do anticipate this being the late game on Thanksgiving. But it's a very important one. So who do you got? The Pittsburgh Steelers, type PIT, or the Baltimore Ravens, type BAL. I need everyone out there, and I get that the Steelers are the number one seed, but I want the Steelers to be the number one seed, and I don't want it to go to the Kansas City Chiefs, and I want them to beat Baltimore because if Baltimore loses, that helps out the Raiders a ton. So, again, when you're watching these games here, make sure that you're rooting for the Steelers in this one because if the Steelers can win, that does really, really help out the Raiders. Now, today's show is presented by Panda Sups, and they also have a Black Friday deal going on. But if you want to take advantage of this, 50% off everything, you got to go to pandasups.com and use code RaiderNation for life. But it's not a 4, it's literally an F. So RNFL, 50% off. Now, what can you get? You can get the protein. Now, this protein that you see on screen, Fruity Cereal, it's the best protein I've ever had in my entire life. It literally tastes like the milk on the bottom when you're done eating Fruity Pebbles. That's what it tastes like. I mean, if you don't believe me, I also have this one from Panda Sups, their chocolate one. It literally tastes like chocolate milk. Phenomenal. But 30 grams per scoop. And if you don't believe me how much I love Panda Sups, I use all their products. You want a fat burner? Guess what? You're going to eat a lot of food on Thanksgiving, right? You take a scoop of some fat burner, you get rid of all that junk in you, and you're going to shed some pounds while you do it. 50% off, pandasups.com, in the comments and in the description. Now, maybe some of you are gamers out there. For me, I drink a lot of coffee. But you know what I've been drinking a lot too? These nootropics. Now, for those of you that need that extra boost, right? This stuff is incredible. It wakes you up. It's like a punch in the face. But if you're a gamer and you're staying up late at night and you don't want to have coffee, take a scoop of this. You will be able to play games. You'll be able to watch Raider Sport for like 5 hours straight and be like, oh my Lord, where'd the time go? Bottom line is this. High quality products, 50% off at pandasups.com. But it's not going to last forever. And make sure that you use code RNFL. It helps me out a ton. All right, y'all, let's look at the current AFC playoff picture. And at the very, very end, I'm going to give you my projected playoff picture after this week. Steelers at number 1. Chiefs number 2. Bills 3. Colts 4. And you got the Titans, the Browns, and the Raiders at 7. And the Ravens, Dolphins 8 and 9. The Broncos, well, they've fallen a little bit down, as have the Patriots. So what I want to be able to do is show you all every single game for this upcoming week and then tell you which games you need to watch, and then I'm going to tell you which games you need to be cheering for. Does that make sense? So let's first look at the Sunday games at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. You got the Bills against the Chargers, right? Pretty interesting. Colts, Titans. That's definitely one you need to watch. Vikings, Panthers, Jags versus the Browns. Now, here are the other games going on. You got the Bengals, Giants, Patriots, Cardinals, Jets, Dolphins, Falcons, Raiders. Obviously, you guys are going to be watching my watch party, right? But I am going to be keeping you guys up to date during my watch party and exactly what's going on in some of those other games. So for the Raiders, you got the Falcons. It's going to be a tough one, right? We're all obviously going to be rooting for the Raiders. We're all obviously going to be watching to see what happens in this football game. But as a reminder, I do want you guys to subscribe to the show, and I want you to join me for my Raiders versus Falcons watch party. That would really help me out. I would definitely appreciate it because as much as I always talk about the Raiders, it is at least important to know what's going on in some of these other games. All right, how about this? Let's look at the afternoon and Monday night football games for NFL Week 12. Broncos, Saints, Rams, 49ers, Buccaneers against the Chiefs. Yeah, we actually got to root for one of those teams there. Then you got the Packers against the Bears, Seahawks versus the Eagles. So instead of just saying, hey, every single game you got to go to, you got to watch, that's not what I did. So before I tell you which games you need to watch and who you need to root for, reminder, subscribe to the Las Vegas Raiders Report. We're always covering the latest Raiders news, rumors. We drop a new video for the nation literally every single day. We're 100% free, and also, it's my job. It helps me out a ton when you guys subscribe. So from the bottom of my heart, I am thankful for y'all, and I appreciate everyone that has already subbed. If you could, help me get to 65,000 subs by Sunday. I would definitely appreciate it. All right, y'all, let's go to the games to watch and who to root for. When you see the logo, that's the team that you should root for. So, yes, I know it's going to be weird root for the Chargers, but root for the Chargers to beat the Bills because it would help out the Raiders a ton because right now the Bills at 7-3 are the 3 seed. And remember, the Bills, well, they beat the Raiders earlier on in the season. How about this game? Out of all the games, this is the one that you need to watch probably the closest on Sunday. Colts versus the Titans. The reason why you should root for the Titans is because the Raiders don't play Tennessee. They play the Colts. So let's just say it does come down to that final game, Week 14. If the Raiders win, they control their own destiny. That's what I want. The Raiders control their own destiny. So who do you got in this one? Type IND for the Indianapolis Colts, or I want you to type TEN for the Tennessee Titans. For me, I'll tell you who I got winning. I want the Titans to win, but it does make me a little bit nervous. And as a reminder, Indy beat Tennessee early on in the year on the road, 34-17. Some other games you need to be watching. The Jags. I am going to be a Jags fan this week going up against the Browns. The Browns are not a good football team. The Raiders have the tiebreaker, but Cleveland's schedule is so damn easy. So go ahead, root for the Jags against Cleveland. How about this game? Patriots against the Cardinals. I'm going to root for Arizona because they're in the NFC, and because if somehow the Raiders and the Patriots finish with the same record, advantage goes to New England. So I know I don't got to tell you to root against the Patriots, so root for Arizona. The last game, my dad's a big Jets fan, and I'm going to be a Jets fan this week as well. If the 0-10 Jets can take care of business up against Tua and the Dolphins, I would absolutely love that. So as promised, I said that I'm going to look into my crystal ball. I'm going to try to project what I think the AFC playoff picture is going to look like after this week. So here it is. I got the Steelers. They're going to beat the Ravens on Thanksgiving. They're going to go 11-0. The Chiefs, they're going to win. They're going to move to 10-1. Going to end up beating Tom Brady and the Bucs. I got the Bills winning as well. They're going to go to 8-3. The Colts, they're going to take care of business against Tennessee. Honestly, though, I hope I'm wrong there. Go 8-3. The Browns, if they win, they go to 8-3. They now become the 5 seed due to tiebreakers. Or actually, the Titans, they're over the Raiders, even though they lost, but it's because their conference record would be better than Las Vegas. So it's 7-4. The Raiders at 7-4. And then some other teams in the hunt. You got the Dolphins. I have them beating the Jets. I know, surprising, at 7-4. The Ravens, since they lose, they go to 6-5. If you're a Baltimore fan, I'll tell you what, you better start getting nervous. The Broncos lose. The Patriots lose. So right there is my projected AFC playoff picture after Week 12. So what I want you guys to do is let me know, will the Raiders end up making the playoffs? I mean, I like the fact that there's an extra team that gets in. It's going to be really, really close. But hey, if you've made it this far in the video, I'm always in the comments. I'm always looking what you guys have to say. Will the Raiders make the playoffs? Give me a Y for yes, or I want you to type N for no.